Welcome back to the platform of Econ Exists. Today we shall discuss on the topic of production possibility frontier. Defining production possibility frontier or production possibility curve is a curve which shows all the alternative combinations of the goods and services that a country can produce given its available resources and technology. तो प्रोडक्शन पॉसिबिलिटी फ्रंटियर दैट इज पीपीएफ और पीपीसी ये होता है उत्पादन संभावना सीमांत और उत्पादन वक्र जिसमें दर्शाया जाता है कि किसी एक अर्थनीति ने कितना सारे द्रव्य और वस्तु को उत्पादन कर सकते उसकी अपना जो रिसोर्स और टेक्नोलॉजी है अपना रिसोर्स और टेक्नोलॉजी यूज़ करके कितना सारे वस्तु और सेवाओं को संयोजन वैकल्पिक संयोजन में उत्पादन कर सकते हैं. Let us explain how this production possibility frontier or production possibility curve can be drawn. To explain this, we have to rely on certain assumptions. Number one assumption is that the country has the available resources which will remain fixed. And the country that uses the technology for production of goods and services, the level of technology will also remain fixed. Number three, the all the resources in the country are fully and efficiently used. That is, full employment will exist. And number four is all the resources are not equally efficient for production of all the goods and services. So on these assumptions, depending on these assumptions, we can explain how this production possibility frontier or curve can be drawn. Let us take example that there are two goods which an economy can produce. One is food item, another is cloth item. So for producing food item, whatever resources are required, that may not be same for production of cloth item, and the country has the choice that which item should be produced more and which item should be produced less based on the demand pattern of the goods and services. Let us take this example. In a table you see that there is a table. This is the schedule where we have put alternative production possibilities are A, B, C, D, E, F. Next, food items, that is food in million tons. Food in million tons, that is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cloth in million tons, 15, 14, 12, 9, 5. And here we have written transformation ratio. That means combination A. Combination A shows that food item, the country produces 0 food item and 15 cloth item. That means the country utilizes all the resources for production of cloth, and if country utilizes all its resources, then only 15 million cloth can be million meters cloth can be produced and no food item can be produced. But if the country thinks that more food items should be produced, so the country should sacrifice 1 million meter to produce a 1 million ton of food. The ratio, transformation ratio is 1:1. That is, for producing 1 million ton of food, the country should sacrifice 1 million meter of cloth. Similarly, if the country wants to increase one more unit of food, then it has to sacrifice more than before. Previously, it sacrifices 1. Now it should sacrifice 2 million million meters of cloth. For producing 1 more million ton of food, 1 more unit of food, that is 2, the country has to sacrifice 2 million meters of cloth, that is it will reduce to 12. अभी जो ये कॉम्बिनेशन सी कॉम्बिनेशन आप लोग देख रहे हैं, तो सी कॉम्बिनेशन में फूड आइटम 2 है, क्लॉथ आइटम 12 है, दैट इज 2 and 12. रेशियो इज 1:2. रेशियो कैसा निकलता है 14 - 12. 14 minus 12, it is 2. But here it is 1. For one more unit of food, 2 million tons of cloth sacrificed. This ratio shows this transformation. And if the country continues to increase food item, then it has to it has to sacrifice the cloth item more. So again, if it wants to produce more food item, that is 4 unit, it can produce only 5 units of cloth. So the ratio shows that 12 minus 9, it is 3. For producing one more unit of cloth, one more unit of food, the country has to sacrifice 12 minus 9, that is 3 million meters of cloth. And for producing one more million ton of food, the country has to sacrifice 9 minus 5. 9 minus 5, that is 4 million meters of cloth. And if the country produces 5 million tons of food, then no resources will be left to the country to produce cloth. That is, the ratio will be 1:5. That means, you see, the transformation ratio increases. That is, opportunity cost also increases. This ratio can be said that opportunity cost, because opportunity cost is the next best alternative sacrificed. Opportunity cost can be defined as the next best alternative sacrifice to achieve a certain benefit. So when the country wants to achieve one more unit of food, it has to sacrifice more and more units of cloth, and opportunity cost going to increase, as it is shown here: 1:1, 1:2, 1:3, 1:4, 1:5. That is, transformation rate increases. If we plot this table, if we plot this table in the graph paper, we will get the PPC curve, that is the production possibility frontier curve. तो अभी हम लोग देखूंगा तो कैसा होता है, कैसा इस टेबल हम लोग ग्राफ में पुट कर सकते हैं। इस टेबल का जो आइटम्स, जो फिगर्स है, पहले कॉम्बिनेशन ए है। ए में कितना है? ए में फूड 0 है, क्लॉथ 15 है। यह सो हम लोग पुट यहाँ पे 0 बैठाया। और फूड मतलब फूड इज मेजर्ड इन टर्म्स ऑफ in horizontal axis, and cloth is measured in vertical axis. So you see, at combination A 0 food, that is food is 0 but cloth is 15. In combination B, food is 1, cloth is 14. There is 1 and here 14 B. At combination C, 2 12, that is food is 12 and cloth is 12. In combination D, food is 3, cloth is 9. You see 9. In combination D, food is 4, cloth is 5. Here 5 you see. And in combination F, food is 5 and cloth is 0. There is food 5 but cloth is 0. You see that at point A, the country utilizes all its resources for production of cloth, and it produces 15, maximum of 15 million meters of cloth, but 0 million tons of food. But when it increases when it produces one more unit of food, so you see, the country should have to sacrifice 2 unit of cloth. That is, it comes down to that is 14. Here it is 14. You see 14. That is 1. It has to sacrifice 1 for 1 unit of food production. It sacrificed 1 unit of cloth items. And here at point B, the opportunity cost is 1:1. That is, the country has sacrificed 1 for getting 1 unit of cloth. Now at point C, you see, when country increases food production, it sacrifices 2 more units of cloth. 1 more unit of food, it sacrificed 2 units of cloth. And at point D, for producing 3 units of cloth, it sacrificed, you see 14 minus 12 minus 9, 3 units of cloth. And like this, here it is shown. That is, the curve shows that there are 6 alternative possible combinations: A, B, C, D, E, F. Six alternative possible combinations of the goods and services which a country can produce. But the curve shows that for producing more and more of good one, it has to sacrifice more and more of another good. The PPC is a opportunity cost curve because it shows the opportunity cost of the production of good. When the country uses its resources for production of food, it has to sacrifice production of cloth. How much cloth has to be sacrificed for production of food item? It is shown by the opportunity cost. Opportunity cost is measured the cost of one product in terms of another. As for example, 1:2, that is, for producing 1 unit of food, we have to sacrifice 2 units of cloth. For producing 1 unit of food, 3 units of cloth. So this is the measurement of opportunity cost. And the curve, we see that it is a concave to the origin. Concave to the origin curve because as the curve moves, it slopes positively. More the slopes increases from left to right. The slope of the curve increases from left to right because here we see that the ratio of transformation is less, that QC by QB is less, but here you see ratio of transformation, that is QE by QD is more than this. So like this, if it is more than, if the ratio is increasing, if the ratio of transformation is increasing or opportunity cost is increasing, the curve will be concave to the origin. So PPC or PPF curve is a concave to the origin curve. So we have seen that how this production possibility frontier can be drawn on the basis of this example. PPC curve shows three things. PPC curve shows three things. One is scarcity, another is choices, another is opportunity cost. So scarcity means the resources are fixed, limited. If it utilizes its resources for food production, it should reduce the utilization of resources to the cloth production. If resources are utilized for cloth production, it has to reduce for food production. It is called scarcity. Because of the scarcity of resources, it has to make the choices that whether to produce a food item or to cloth item. If the demand is more for food item, if the country is having more poor and middle class families, more necessary items are demanded. So it has to employ its resources more for the production of food items. And for cloth production or any luxurious items, the country has to devote less resources. Choice is made on the basis of the demand pattern of the country. You see, on the basis of this, we can understand that production possibility curve is a positive concave to the origin curve. It is also called transformation curve. It is also called uh, opportunity cost curve, and it shows three things: scarcity, choices, and opportunity cost. Thank you all.